2026 is an election year. Election years have a way of ramping up the politics at a time when we simply can't afford more of that in Minnesota. In September, I announced that I would seek a historic third term as Minnesota's governor, and I have every confidence that if I gave it my all, we would win the race. But as I reflect on this moment with my family and my team over the holidays, I came to the conclusion that I can't give a political campaign my all.
Trump has already toppled another regime in Minnesota. Regime change is coming. Tonight's red-hot video. Tim Walz, the man who last year the Democrats chose to be one heartbeat away from the Oval Office, announces that he will not seek re-election for the Minnesota governor's office after all. This, of course, came after trying to claim all he did to prevent the fraud that ripped off taxpayers to the tune of billions of dollars that occurred under his nose. Clearly, he didn't do that good a job. So, Tim Walz may be done as governor. But never fear, he's not done posting dumb videos like he did with his daughter, the anti-ICE daughter, soon after his announcement.
I need to focus on getting this job done. It's very clear that that's not the focus of the White House. They do not care about Minnesota. It's about making Minnesota meaner and colder and just less friendly. So I'm going to focus on this. Rest assured, Democrats will win this seat. They will keep a progressive agenda. We will keep fighting against this White House and these unconstitutional acts.
We're going to take some fun trips. We're already talking about it. And I'm just getting started. I am now being let loose because of this, people. So good luck, Donald Trump and all the Republicans, because you have not seen the last of me or him, to be quite honest.
Hope Walz, his daughter, was, of course, posting the location live of troops as Tim Walz and his wife smelled as Minneapolis was set on fire during the Summer of Love. Now, my understanding is that Tim Walz will be taking his political talent and running for mayor of Mogadishu next. Now, Ashley, you wrote an article about some of the things that Tim Walz might be, but has not necessarily yet gotten away with. Walk us through the highlights of his time as governor.
I'm so glad you brought it up.
Yes.
We have COVID-era policies, mass school closures. They were ranked 19th out of 50 states for school closures that opened later, so ranking very low in comparison to other Democrat states. They had transgender policy, trans sanctuary state. And we can't forget on the campaign trail, we had the Tiananmen Square incident.
Tiananmen Tim.
Yes, going in his time in China. Of course, as a teacher, we had stolen valor claims to wrap it up with the campaign. And lastly, but not least, the Somali fraud incidents all across the state that we've been encountering the last few weeks. So Tim is saying goodbye to Minnesotans, and I think Minnesotans are waving goodbye to Tim.
A thing that's interesting, by the way, is Amy Klobuchar, who's a senator from Minnesota, who is not up for re-election right now, seems poised to run for governor. And should she win, she could then fill her Senate seat, potentially with Tim Walz. So we really may not be done with Tim Walz. So Hope Walz said we're not done. We're not done with them. Do you want to be done with them, or are you excited for more Walz in the future?
Well, they're certainly a source of entertainment, I suppose, unless you live in Minnesota,
right,
in which case they're quite detrimental to your lifestyle. But what did he say? He said that we don't want people who prey on our generosity. Is that what he said? Who prey on our...
I wonder who he's talking about.
I think that was racist. He was disparaging Somalis who have stolen, I think, $9 billion is the operating figure that we're using right now, right, of the $18 billion fund. The Somalis just signed up like it's all free. You know why? Because it's all free. Because the Democrats are just destroying the United States of America in every imaginable way.
Mercy?
I think...
or you want more Tim Walz?
No, this is what I think. I'm becoming a conspiracy theorist, I think, because I do believe there was probably like a closed-door meeting, and they looked at the poll numbers and said, Tim Walz, you cannot win. You're going to be a very weak candidate going into your third term. So I could see Amy Klobuchar saying, I'm going to win, I'm going to run, I'm going to win, and then I'll put you in that Senate seat. So I can absolutely see that happen.
How third world.
Amy Klobuchar...
This is how like Hillary Clinton won that, primary.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.